John Williams, one of the most acclaimed and influential composers of the modern era, was born on February 8, 1932, in Flushing, Queens, New York City. His career spans over 6 decades, and he is best known for his work in film music. Williams grew up in a musical family. His father was a percussionist for the CBS Radio Orchestra. The family moved to Los Angeles in 1948, where Williams attended North Hollywood High School. He later studied at UCLA and privately with composer Mario Castelnuovo Tedesco. Drafted into the U.S. Air Force, Williams conducted and arranged music for the Air Force Band. After his service, he attended the Juilliard School in New York City, studying piano with Rosina Levin. After Juilliard, Williams worked as a jazz pianist in New York's clubs and studios before returning to Los Angeles, where he began working as a session musician and eventually started composing for television and films. In the 1960s, he composed music for several TV series, including Lost in Space and The Time Tunnel. Williams' big break came with his score for Valley of the Dolls, 1967, and Goodbye, Mr. Chips, 1969. His career skyrocketed with his work on Jaws, 1975, directed by Steven Spielberg. This collaboration marked the beginning of a long and fruitful partnership. Williams' suspenseful, iconic two-note motif became one of the most recognizable themes in film history. Williams went on to compose some of the most famous film scores of all time. His work includes Star Wars series. Williams created the music for 9 Star Wars films, with the first in 1977. The Star Wars main title and the Imperial March are among his most famous compositions. Indiana Jones series, collaborating again with Spielberg. Williams wrote the scores for all the Indiana Jones films, starting with Raiders of the Lost. John Williams, born on February 8, 1932, in Flushing, Queens, New York City, is a renowned American composer and conductor. He is widely celebrated for his extensive work in film music, which has earned him numerous awards and accolades over a career spanning more than 6 decades. John Towner Williams was born into a musical family. His father, Johnny Williams, was a jazz percussionist who played with the Raymond Scott Quintet. In 1948, the Williams family moved to Los Angeles, where John attended North Hollywood High School. He later studied at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, and privately with the Italian composer Mario Castelnuovo Tedesco. Williams was drafted into the U.S. Air Force in 1951, where he conducted and arranged music for the Air Force Band. After his military service, Williams attended the Juilliard School in New York City, where he studied piano with Rosina Levin. While in New York, he worked as a jazz pianist in nightclubs and studios. Upon returning to Los Angeles, Williams became a session musician. Playing piano for film scores, he began composing for television, contributing music to shows such as Gilligan's Island and Lost in Space. Williams' first significant film score was for Valley of the Dolls, 1967. He earned his first Academy Award for the adaptation score of Fiddler on the Roof, 1971. His career took a major turn with Jaws, 1975, directed by Steven Spielberg. The suspenseful score, particularly the ominous two-note motif, became iconic and earned Williams his second Academy Award. Williams has composed some of the most recognizable film scores in cinematic history, including Star Wars series, starting with Star Wars: A New Hope, 1977. Williams created themes that are globally recognized, such as the main title and the Imperial March. Indiana Jones series, collaborating with Spielberg again. Williams scored all the films, beginning with Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981. Superman. His score for Superman, 1978, established the heroic theme associated with the character. Harry Potter series, Williams scored the first 3 films, creating memorable themes like Hedwig's theme. John Williams has received numerous awards, including 5 Academy Awards, 25 Grammy Awards, 7 British Academy Film Awards, BAFTA, and 4 Golden Globe Awards. He has been nominated for more than 50 Academy Awards, making him the second most nominated individual after Walt Disney. Even in his later years, Williams continued to compose for major films, such as the Star Wars sequel trilogy and The Post, 2017. His influence on film music is profound, and his compositions have become an integral part of popular culture. In addition to his film work, Williams has composed numerous concert works, including symphonies and concertos, and has served as the conductor of the Boston Pops Orchestra from 1980 to 1993. John Williams' contributions to music and film have left an indelible mark on both industries. His ability to create evocative, memorable themes has not only defined the movies he scored, but also set a high standard for film music. As he continues to influence new generations of composers and musicians, his legacy remains firmly cemented in the annals of cinematic and musical history. Williams' work exemplifies the power of music to enhance storytelling and evoke deep emotional responses, ensuring his place as one of the greatest composers of all time.